what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Dania Marie, and today we'll be doing a beautiful sunset eye. I don't know why I said it like that, but we're just gonna go with it. So yeah, today I did a sunset eye. As you can see, it looks really cool. I didn't know I was capable of all this blending, but I am, and I'm really proud of myself for blending all this together. Of course, there's always room for improvement, you guys. Blending is tough because blending is probably the most time-consuming thing, and you have to have a lot of patience. So luckily, this Daisy Marquez palette, the shades in here are just really easy to blend. Before we get started, don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, comment down below, and hit the bell for notifications so that whenever I post a video, you guys are the ones that are the first ones to know. What did I just say? You guys are the first ones to know. And without further ado, if you'd like to know how I got these sunset eyes, please keep watching. Okay, so let's get started on this eye. As usual, I will be going in with my Tarte Shape Tape concealer to prepare my eyelid. Putting a little bit there. I have a mess today. Like, I don't think I've ever made this much of a mess in a while, so bear with me. So I'm just going to okay, I'm just going to spread this out on my eyelid. Today's look is crazy blending. Like, this eye took me forever, you guys. I'll be sure not to make this video too long, so I won't put like the entire process of the blending, but I'll like make sure that I explain it well. Okay. Today is round 2 with the Daisy Marquez and BH Cosmetics palette. I just loved it that much that I'm using it again today. So to set that concealer on my eye, I'm gonna take this shade right here called Naked. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that concealer on the eyelid. Guys, these earrings, I love these earrings. These are from Forever 21. I just got them today. I love a dramatic hoop. Let's just say a prayer and make sure that we can get this blend right, because this one literally took me forever, and hopefully we can get this one the same, because if not, it's gonna look crazy. Let's get started on this blend. I'm so nervous right now. So to start off this little sunset kind of eye, we're gonna go in with the shade Passion Fruit right here. I'm taking a Mikasa E230 brush. We are going to start packing this slightly above the crease. You want it to peep a little bit when you open your eye, you know what I mean? And this is just packing right now, because then we're gonna go back and we're gonna blend it in with a different shade. You guys see that? See how it's like peeping out a bit? Because my eyes are like hooded. I have like these little hooded eyes. So I want it to peep up a bit when I open my eye like that. If you have little almond hooded eyes like me, like, you'll get what I mean. So I almost like to do this with my eye like slightly open, like looking straight. That way I can pretty much get the exact little sketch on the eye. I really wanted to round out my eye for this look, so I'm making sure that it's all the way across, not just on the edge or anything. Go ahead and fill in your eyelid as well. We'll be going over it with a different darker shade, but for now I like to put this as like a base shadow on the lid. First layer. Now we're gonna go to the second layer, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a e.l.f. blending eye brush. I'm gonna go in with the shade Karma right here and just going to pack it on over where we applied the first passion fruit shade. So you're basically packing this along the edge of that shadow that we applied. So I'm packing it first, and then I'm gonna start blending that very softly, like this. How much would I bet this eye's gonna come out totally different than this eye? I already have that feeling. That always happens though. I'm gonna grab this little small Revlon blending brush. This one's a bit more fluffy, and I'm gonna start to diffuse that. Even with that other blending brush, it was a little harsh. So I'm just gonna go through. Next, I'm grabbing a Morphe M514 brush, and I will be dipping into the shade Dulce right here. I think this is like my new favorite shade in the palette too. And I will be going over the edge with this shade. Just another layer. Make sure that you are blending these shades together really well. I know that I'm kind of just zooming through, it seems like, in this video because I'm gonna edit the super long blending parts out. But please make sure that there is no harsh lines here. You want it to look like a sunset, and sunsets do not have harsh lines. Lastly, for the last top layer, I'm gonna be going in with this really pretty yellow shade right here. It is called Flower, and I'm taking a pencil brush. This is a really cool shade. And this is just going to be going right on the edge to blend everything out. I'm gonna go back into that Mikasa E230 brush. It's that more flat brush, and I'm going to now be dipping into the shade Bittersweet, which is actually just a darker version sort of passion fruit. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that, and I'll be applying this to the eyelid only, just to darken it up a bit. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the lower lash line, which is also a lot of work, a lot of blending, because I do pretty much do almost the same steps as I did on the top to the bottom lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a B Bella pointed crease brush and that same darker Bittersweet shade, and this will be going right underneath my waterline, as close as you can get. And we're also connecting this part back, just like that. We want it to be round. I'm also gonna go in with the shade Passion Fruit right here, and I'll be putting that right below the Bittersweet shade. I'm gonna be taking the shade Dulce right here, and I'm just putting this slightly below, and then I'm going back in with my pencil brush, taking that yellow shade Flower, and we are going to blend this in to the bottom here, underneath all of it. I'm gonna go back in with that pointed crease brush, taking that shade Bittersweet again, and just darkening up right underneath the waterline one more time. To keep that little sunset blend going on. This will be cleaned up, and I'll show you how I clean it up in a second. Right now it looks like I have a giant bruised eye. Don't worry about that, it's gonna look totally different. I didn't have an eyeliner that I could put in my waterline that was close to the shade of this Bittersweet shade. So what I did was I just grabbed a really thin brush. I wet it with some spray, And I'm taking that same bittersweet shade right here. And I'm just going to put this into my waterline. Basically just created my own eyeliner pretty much. I pretty much do this when I don't have like a specific color in an eyeliner that I want to use. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put some mascara, our false lash, and then we're going to go in and clean all of this up. So the lashes I'm going to be putting today are the Boldface Makeup lashes. These are the Make It Count lashes. So I'm going to go in with the Benefit Cosmetics Their Real Mascara, applying this to my top lashes. I've been using the L'Oreal Telescopic so much. I feel like I need to give other mascaras a chance, and so far this one's pretty cool. While those lashes get nice and tacky, let me show you how I clean the under eye here. So basically what I did is I took this Real Techniques flat brush. This is a pointed foundation brush. And I took some concealer. I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and I'm taking just a little bit of product, really not too much. And I'm just going to start shaping it the way I want here. And I'm going in with a really light hand. I'm not pushing, so you don't want to ruin the work that you just did. And you can see it starts to look about the same as this one. Just lightly feathering the edges so that it's not a harsh line. One last thing before we pop on the false lash, I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby Kilowatt highlighter. I just stabbed my nail in there on accident, so now there's a lovely little thing in the middle of it. I'm really upset about that, but life goes on. So I'm going to take a very small detail brush, if I could find it, because today I'm just all over the place. I'm going to take a really small detail brush, dip into some of that highlight, and I'm going to start applying this into the inner corner of my eye. Wow, I love this so much. So much. So I actually went ahead and applied the lashes off camera, and they're looking pretty good. The only thing I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take some of the Sigma Wicked Gel Eyeliner and a Sigma winged liner brush. This is the E06 brush, and I'm basically going to fill out the line here to hide the lash band, just to make sure that you don't see the lash band at all. I'm going to be going back in with the Benefit Their Real Mascara, and I will be connecting my lashes with the falsies. Lastly, I'm going to take some of that Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter in Hustler Baby, just grabbing a little bit onto that little detail brush and applying some of this to my brow bone. So for my bottom lashes, I am going to use the L'Oreal Telescopic because I feel like it really gets them and separates them. I'm going to hop off camera really quick and figure out what I'm going to do with these lips, and then I'll come back to close out the video. Alright guys, so this is it. This is the Sunset Eye. Are we feeling sunsetty? I think we are. This Daisy Marquez palette is honestly pretty awesome. It can be used in so many different ways. Like, this is the second tutorial I'm using it for because there's so many different things that you could use. Like, look, this eye, I know it's not summer yet or whatever, but this would be a really cool summer eye. So today I used all of the matte shades, and I'm gonna say that I ended up liking the matte shades a lot. They're actually really blendable. Like, I thought that the blending time was gonna be way longer for the mattes, since I basically blended all mattes today, and it wasn't. Like, it actually blended flawlessly. Like, it literally looks like there's a sunset on my eyes, and I love it so much. So the lipstick that I ended up doing off camera today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Sugar Plum, so it kind of looks like the background. I was tied between this one and the Becky G and ColourPop Cosmetics Secreto liquid lipstick, but I ended up liking this pop of color from the background. And then on the eye, I just wanted to bring out the color a little bit, and I've just been really into color right now. So yeah, I really hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, comment down below, and hit the bell for notifications so that whenever I post a video, you guys are the first ones to be notified. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Ugh, just stay down. You guys are so... Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, I'm panicking. Lastly, I'm gonna take some of that Fenty. I just cannot speak today. Oh my god. Oh. Which would have looked nice. One more time. I'm gonna try to talk one more time.